If you're trying to build an agency in 2026 and you are still selling websites or SEO or paid ads, you are already behind. I know that sounds harsh, but stay with me because I'm about to prove it to you in this video. Right now, there is one offer that is quietly making agency owners more money than anything else. It is the easiest thing to sell. Clients say yes fast and they never cancel. And most agency owners are not touching it because they think it is too complicated. I'm going to show you today that it is actually not. The offer is voice AI, especially an AI receptionist that answers phone calls, holds real conversation, and books appointments 24 hours a day. And no, it does not sound like a robot. I promise you that. Hi, my name is Danish. I started my first online business in 2010, a web hosting company, and I sold it in 2016. Since then, I have been building agency businesses. Today, that is WebDue, and second business I call it High Clinic. So what is High Clinic? It is a SaaS for medical clinics, and our main product is exactly what I'm about to teach you today in this video. A voice AI receptionist that answers a clinic's calls and books their appointments 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So this is not another AI hype video. Every single thing I show you today is exact system I use to run real business with the real paying clients. Here is what you are about to get in next 20 minutes. Why this offer beats everything else you could sell, the business model behind it, because most people are teaching you this a wrong way. This video will have a complete build click by click, how I position it and price it all together, and a real live demo where I pick up my phone, call my own bot, and let you watch it book an appointment in a real time. If you're serious about building an agency in 2026, hit that subscribe button before we even start, because I'm publishing these kind of videos every single week. All right, let's quickly jump into our first chapter called the offer. Here is the thing about every single business in this world. They all have one problem in common, and most of them do not even realize how much it is costing them. They are missing calls. Yes, every single day, all day long, every hour their phone rings and nobody picks up. It is a customer walking away from their business. Let me put a number on this so you actually feel it. Taking into an example, I work with clinics. A busy clinic misses around anywhere between 20 to 40 calls a week. That is real. This is what my own customer told me. Now, if each of those calls a potential customer worth $200 on the first visit, or maybe $800 as a lifetime value, that clinic is losing thousands of dollars every single week. Not because their marketing is bad, not because they need more traffic, just because their phone is not being picked up by someone. And same thing with every other local business in your city. And here is the crazy part. They know it, but they cannot fix it, because the reason is they cannot hire a new receptionist for every single shift, and they definitely cannot pay somebody to answer calls at 11 p.m. on Sunday evening. That is where you come in. Now, let me be clear about what an AI receptionist actually is, because people confuse it with chatbot on a website. This is a voice AI that literally answers phone calls, real conversations, real bookings 24 hours a day. Somebody calls the clinic at 11 p.m. in the evening, the AI picks up, it takes up the call, it figures out what they need, it books them onto a calendar for next Monday morning, and it follow-ups for the next day in the meeting scheduled. Zero staff involved, zero missed calls, and the owner wakes up to a full calendar of their choice. And I will be honest with you, that first morning is very good feeling. That is the exact face I make when I open up my dashboard and see overnight bookings for my own business using an AI receptionist. Now, here is why this is the easiest thing you will ever sell. Every other agency offer has the same problem. The client cannot see the value. You sell SEO and they wait for another 6 months and hope. You sell ads, they stare at your dashboard and still do not know if it worked or not. You sell a website, they forget about it and clients churn after 2 months. But an AI receptionist, on the other hand, they hear it working every single day. For an example, on day 1, the very first missed call gets picked up, the very first appointment gets booked, and they cannot pull their calendar and see it sitting out there in their calendar as a meeting. That's the difference. You are not asking a client to trust you for another 6 months. You are showing them the real value in within first 24 hours of subscribing to you. And this is not a small money either. We charge $498 a month at High Clinic, and the market runs between 300, 400 to up to $1,000 a month per location. I will break the full pricing down later in this video, so stick till the end. Now, you have a real problem, an easy sale and strong pricing. But there is one thing almost every agency creator is getting wrong about this offer, and it is the reason most of them never makes real money out of it. Which takes me to my chapter number 2, the business model. People out there in the YouTube are teaching you to sell their own software. Sign up for a platform, white label it, put the pricing on top of it, go sell the logins. And it almost never works. Let me explain you why. I have been there selling softwares, but it never worked for me. When you're selling those softwares, you are actually selling accesses, and access has no defensible value. The moment somebody shows up with the same access for $50 less, your client is gone. Software resellers fight on price forever. That is the entire business model, and this is the whole reason High Clinic works. You do not sell softwares, you actually sell the solution, and that is not marketing language. It is a genuinely different product. Let me show you what is actually inside it. Number one, the setup. You build the whole thing, the phone number, the calendar, the routing, all of it. Number two, the configuration. You write the AI prompts, you teach it their services, their languages, their providers, their hours, their tone, everything possible about their business. Number three, the integrations. You connect it to how the business actually runs, their booking systems, their staff workflows, their follow-ups, and whatnot. Number four, the management. You read the call script, you fix what the AI gets wrong, you improve it every single month, every single week, every single day. Now look at those numbers and ask yourself one question: can a competitor undercut you on that? No, because that is not an excess, that is a work and a judgment and a relationship you are building on top of a product which you are selling. That is why when you are serving clients with the solution instead of software, they do not churn. Since they are not paying you for a login, they are paying you for an outcome that somebody is actually responsible for. And here's the part most people misses. The solution model is actually easier to sell than the software model, because when you sell softwares, the clients has to imagine themselves using it. That is the biggest pain point they feel, and that it works and people do not buy because they have to work more, and people don't want to buy more work. When you sell a solution, the clients only has to say yes, you do everything else. So do not build a software business, build a solution business. Charge more, deliver more, and keep clients for years. Now, there is one decision you have to make before any of this matters to you, and getting it wrong will cost you years, because I have made this mistake and I want you to fix it early stage. Which takes me to my chapter number 3, the right niche. Everybody who starts an agency asks me very same question every time: which niche should I pick? And most people answers it emotionally. They pick something that sounds cool to them, or something a YouTuber told them it is a hot niche to get into. I want to give you an actual filter instead. With these 4 questions, if a niche passes all these 4 criteria, questions, the offer will work. Let's call it a filters. Filter number 1: does this business depends on inbound phone calls? If people find them and then call them, you have a business. If everything happens by email or walk-in, just move on. Filter number 2: is a single customer worth real money? Because if a customer is worth $40, nobody is paying you for your AI receptionist $498 a month. But if a customer is worth $800, then the math is obvious in 10 seconds in their brain. Filter number 3: do they misses calls every day? This one is the easiest to test. Call your potential clients or call your niche after 6 p.m. or maybe at the lunchtime. Call them on Saturday. If nobody answers, you just found your opening line now. Filter number 4: is there enough businesses out there in the market? What is the total addressable market out there? Because you want to build one system and sell it 100 times, thousands time, not building 100 different systems every time. Now run those 4 filters and believe me, your shortlist appears very quickly. For an example, medical clinics, dental, med spas, physiotherapy and chiropractic, home services, soap plumbers, HVAC businesses, electricians, roofers, law firms, etc. Every single one of them passes all those four filters. I picked medical clinics and I want to tell you my honest opinion. Why? Because the reason matters more than the niche. I do not pick clinics because some brilliant market analysis I have done at the back end. I picked the clinic because my co-founder, who is a good friend, Dr. Varun Bajaj, is a practicing physician. He runs a clinic, he knows the language, and he knows what the clinic owner is actually afraid of. That is a real lesson. Pick the niche where you already have an unfair advantage. Maybe your brother-in-law runs an HVAC company. Maybe your dentist is a good friend. Maybe you worked in a law firm for 3 years. That is your niche. Because your first three clients come from trust, not from cold outreach every single time. All right, you understand the offer, the model, and the niche. Let me actually show you how to build one of these, which takes me to chapter number 4 called the real build. We are going to build a complete AI receptionist from scratch right now. I have already built this demo sub account, which is on the name of Legend Physio based out in Abbotsford. It is a real fully built system that we use for demo to prospects. And I'm doing this inside Goha Level. For anybody who does not know what Goha Level is, here it is in one single sentence. It is an all-in-one platform for agencies that handles your CRM, your calendar, your automations, your funnels, your emails, your SMS, and now your voice AI. Now the beauty of this product is you can white label and sell it further. And I run all of High Clinic on top of this. Every single client. And reason this offer is even possible for a regular people like you and me is that the voice AI is built directly inside in this platform. Now, no code, no API keys, no Python scripts. If you can write a clear instructions in a plain English, you can build this. My link is in the description if you want to follow along in your own account. If you need more help how to build it, come join my community. The link is in the description. Let me walk you through it step by step now. Now let me pick my phone and call this Legend Physio Care and put it on speaker.
Thanks for calling Legend Physiotherapy and Wellness Center. This is Riley. Are you calling to book an appointment, ask about your visit, or something else?
Hi Riley, yeah, I have a back pain. I just want to know how your physio clinic can help me.
Oh, sorry to hear about your back. That can be tough. We treat all kinds of back pain here, whether it's from an injury, posture, or something chronic. Our physiotherapists will assess your condition, create a personalized treatment plan, and use hands-on therapy, exercises, and education to help you recover and prevent future issues. Would you like to book an appointment to get started, or do you have more questions about our services?
I have another question. My mother, she's traveling from India and she can only speak Hindi or Punjabi. Do you have any Punjabi speaking practitioners?
Yes, we have several Punjabi-speaking practitioners. For physiotherapy, Jaspreet Kaur, Rupinder Singh, Navjot Sidhu, and Priya Purba all speak Punjabi. If your mother prefers, we can book her with one of them. Would you like me to check their availability for you?
One more thing, she doesn't have the healthcare card, but we do have an insurance for her. What kind of an insurance do you guys cover?
We offer direct billing to most major Canadian extended health insurers like Pacific Blue Cross, Manulife, Sun Life, Canada Life, Green Shield, Medavia Blue Cross, Cowan, Desjardins, and more. If your mother's insurance is one of these, she'll just pay her portion at the visit, if anything. She doesn't need a BC healthcare card for coverage. If you want, I can check if her specific insurance is accepted. Would you like to book her in with a Punjabi-speaking physiotherapist?
Yes, we want to book it for both of us, probably tomorrow afternoon.
All right, I can help with that. Can I get your name first, please?
My name is Danish.
Thanks, Danish. That's D-A-N-I-S-H, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Is the number you're calling from the best one to reach you on, or would you like us to use a different number?
Yeah, that's fine.
Great. I have you down at the number you're calling from. Now, could I get your mother's name as well? I'll make sure to confirm the spelling.
Yeah, her name is Sushma.
Thanks. That's S-U-S-H-M-A, correct?
Yes.
Got it. So, Sushma S-U-S-H-M-A. Now, just to confirm, you'd like to book physiotherapy appointments for both yourself and your mother tomorrow afternoon with Punjabi-speaking practitioners. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Thanks for waiting, Danish. We have Punjabi-speaking physiotherapists available, and the clinic is open tomorrow, Sunday, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'll book 2 back-to-back appointments for you and your mother in the afternoon with either Jaspreet Kaur, Rupinder Singh, Navjot Sidhu, or Priya Purba, who all speak Punjabi. You'll both just need to bring your insurance details and arrive about 10 minutes early for your first visit. You'll get a confirmation by text and email shortly. Is there anything else I can help with?
No, thank you. That's amazing.
You're all set for tomorrow afternoon, Danish. We'll see you in Sushma then. Thanks for calling Legend Physio. Take care.
You too, bye. Awesome. That was a real call. And I hope you got the idea what exactly, this AI receptionist does and, how we have configured the things at the back end. Which takes me to my chapter number 6, the positioning. Here is where most people lose the sales. And it is not the price. It is that they walk in and start talking about AI, AI, AI. Please do not do that. The business owners does not care about your AI shit. They do not care about Go High Level or your voice models or your prompts. They only care about money they are losing right now. So the entire pitch is in one single question. How many calls do you miss in a week? That's it. That is the whole opening of your sales call probably. And what happens next is that they start doing a math out loud in their own head with their own numbers, not yours, of course. They will say, I do not know, maybe 20 or 30 calls I miss in a week. And then there is a pause. And in that pause, they are actually calculating what those 30 missed calls a month is worth to them. You do not have to convince them for anything. They convince themselves. Yes. The second thing that makes this easy is that you do not describe the product. You demonstrate it. Give them a real number like we have just called. It could be a demo setup. Tell them to call it themselves right there in the meeting. I have watched business owners physically lean forward when the AI picks up. That moment does more than any slide deck ever will actually do. And that is really the whole positioning. You are not selling artificial intelligence. You're selling a receptionist who never sleeps, never calls sick, and never puts the customers on hold. Now, let me give you 3 objections you will actually hear and how I answer all of them. Objection number 1, which is very obvious. My customers will hate talking to a robot. My answer would be, your customers are already talking to robots on voicemail, and right now that is what they are getting when your customers call them. On top of that, call your own number yourself and tell me if that sounds like a robot or not. Objection number 2. What if it says something wrong? My answer would be, again, fair question. That is exactly why the agents transfer to a human the moment somebody sounds confused. And why I review the transcripts every week? You are not handling your business to the machine. You are handling it to a machine that is supervised by a human. Objection number 3. I already have a receptionist. My answer, great. This is not replacing her. This picks up the calls she cannot get to. For an example, at lunchtime, after hours, and on weekends, she is going to like this more than you do. Notice what all these 3 answers have in common. Not one of them is technical answer. They are all actually surrounded by risk and about the people. So now they are convinced and they want your product and service, which means we have to talk about the numbers next. And this takes me to my chapter number 7, the pricing. Let me give you a real number because I'm tired of watching people teach this without ever showing the price. At High Clinic, we charge $498 a month, and for our initial customers, we give discounts up to 50% to set up champions in every field. Across the industry, AI receptionist pricing runs from maybe, $200 to up to $1,000 a month per location. Now, here is the mistake I want you to avoid. Do not price this off your cost because your costs are low. That is the good news. And if your prices off your cost, you will end up charging $97 a month and you will hate your own business within 6 months. months. Price it off what a missed call is worth to them. If a business loses 20 calls a week and customer is worth $300, that is a problem costing them tens and thousands of dollars a year. Against that $498 a month is not an expensive, it is obvious problem they are solving. Here is a structure I actually recommend. A setup fee somewhere between $500 to $1,500. This covers the build, and more importantly, it filters out people who are not serious about setting up an AI receptionist in their own business. Then the monthly retainer, of course, the most important thing. This is your real business, $298, $398 to up to $598 a month depending on your niche and your market. Then expansion, extra locations, missed call text back, database reactivation, review request. Each one of those adds another maybe $100 or $200 a month to your MRR. And I want you to sit with what that actually means, because this is a part that changed how I think about my business. I have built entire client system from my backyard on a laptop in an afternoon. 10 clients at $498 a month is equals to $4,980 in a recurring revenue every month, whether you work that month or not. That's the beauty of setting up a recurring business model. Example, 30 clients is close to $15,000 a month, and those clients are not clients who cancel in 90 days. Their phone system runs on you now. That is the entire reason I'm telling you to build this offer instead of another one. Not because AI is trendy, because the revenue is recurring, the churn is low, and the work is repeatable. So let me tie this all together for you. The offer is an AI receptionist, voice AI that answers the phone, holds a real conversation, and books an appointment 24 hours a day. The model is a solution, not a software. You build it, configure it, integrate it, and manage it. That is why nobody can undercut you. The niche is where you already have an unfair advantage. The build is 6 steps inside Go High Level, and none of step require you to do any technical coding. And the price is $498 a month, because that is a fraction of what the problem is costing to them. Now, here is what I actually want you to do, and it is smaller than you think. Do not build a website. Do not design a logo. Do not register a company. Just go and call 5 businesses in your city this week. Call them after 6 p.m. Count on how many do not pick up the call. That list right there is your first client list. It costs you nothing, and it takes you an hour to build it. I am building the same thing in public. Every client, every number, every mistakes I'm doing, I'm publishing it on my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe it. Also, I run a free community called Agencypreneur, where I share all of it, the prompts, the pricing, the bills. Link is in the description. And if you want to try Go High Level yourself, my link is down there too. If this video was useful, please give us a thumbs up, as I'm publishing videos like these every single week. I will see you in next one.